Hey, it's Chuck. You're back with Milton Daily Homes. We got 24 listings coming right off the weekend. And if you ever want to come meet me at Starbucks, just click the link over there if you want to talk about buying, selling, investing, breaking down some of the costs, some of the more specific questions you might have. It's a great opportunity. So let's get right to today's list. Actually, let me just preface this one more thing. Is I got an email from a watcher of our daily homes, and so there are some public input sessions scheduled for the local parks, and there's 4 of them. So you can find that information. I'll put the link right down here. So it's at Zishan's website, zhamid.ca. Great local counselor, friend of our blog. And so if you want to check them out, there's Laurier Park, there's Campbellville Park, the old one, right by Parkview Crescent. There's Scott Neighborhood, which is obviously a new park, so some of the new residents just moving in are definitely going to want to have some input there. And then the Wilmot Neighborhood Park as well, just a little bit north of Rule there. So anyhow, check the website out. I'll put the link down for you, and it's always a great thing to have some input in the community. And guess what? Parks in Milton, very popular. A lot of young kids around. So anyhow, let's get to the list. 235 Bronte, number 67. 244.5 is the price. And it's kind of set up like a bit of a split level. And you know what? They've staged it really well. They've done the smart upgrades in here, upgraded the bathroom, done just enough work in the kitchen to really make it look nice, but not over the top. Because you can't, it's hard to you don't want to over improve these. $288 is the maintenance fee on this one. It's got 1 bathroom with a shower and 1 powder room. And the price looks really good. We just had a power of sale in that area that just sold in the low 240s. And this one to me looks a lot better. So they'll have no problems at all. Bustle Crescent, $374.9. And so great first shot to lead with is having the forest behind. A little close to the train tracks. You might hear that from this home, and you don't really get much in the home until you get just to the back, and then you've got your kitchen. There's an eat-in, and then you also have this family room right here. Not a particularly huge layout, but it looks like it's very well done, and the bedrooms upstairs are actually a pretty good size. $374.9. It depends how much value you put on that forest. It does appear 1,800 square feet to me. I don't know. The pictures don't make it seem like 18. It makes it seem a little smaller. I would have thought it would have been closer to maybe 15 or so. Cartmer Way is 375, and probably around the same size here. You definitely have the train behind here. So they've almost done the separate fence right here. I don't know if maybe it's for dogs or whatever. It's almost like that sort of double-decker taco you can get at Taco Bell. Nice 9-foot ceilings on this one. Hardwood floors here. There's your kitchen it's very open concept. Not crazy about the pillars. I mean, for some reason they built a lot of pillars in these homes, and the bedrooms are a little bit long and narrow. The whole house is a little bit long and narrow. The train, you've got the noise block right here, but you will hear it, especially on the second floor. Again, a lot of people who live near trains will actually say, hey, it doesn't bother you after a couple weeks. Depends a lot on how well the home is built too. So $375 is price on that one. Kearns is $379. It's a Mattamy home in one of the older phases, the area just by Trudeau Park, and it is a Garth model. It's 1,580 square feet. Done a bit of nice work in the front there with the landscaping. You walk in the front door and you've got this little dining room right here, and it usually has a higher ceiling. Come through the house and you've got the rest of it. You've got there's your front room, and then you've got your kitchen that opens up to the family room. And it looks like it's been kept pretty well. The bedrooms are actually pretty decent size, although sometimes the doors are not positioned in a place that make it easy to put a bed in the room. It's hard to explain without seeing it. May 15th is the possession, so getting close. $379 I think is a pretty good price. The one thing it doesn't show here, actually 2 things. Pie-shaped lot is one of them. The second is the finished basement. I think both of those are real value boosters. Thompson Road, $380. 1,500 square feet, and again, I would take the previous one in a heartbeat with the finished basement, with everything else, and I think it's a bit of a quieter street than Thompson Road too. Now that being said, the same model just sold over on Philbrook for full price at $390, so you know, anything can happen with this one. I think that the Kearns one is definitely looking like a good deal. Geddes Landing is $380. And I can't see the plans very well. It looks like it's 1463 square feet to me. You've got your kitchen, and then you have a combined living dining room right here, garage, and then you have a little pathway to get to the backyard from the garage. Master bedroom is actually pretty good size here. I don't know, to me, better value. Even look at this one on Pettigrew, and it's a little bit older, but it's kind of the same design. And so you've got this front living dining room right here. Get a little further back in, you've got your kitchen with an eat-in there. Older appliances, I think something like this with the pot lights, with the colors, it would have benefited from stainless steel appliances. And we've had clients that we've recommended do this. I think at Home Depot or the Brick, they have Frigidaire stainless steel appliances for about $1,500, and it's a great deal, and it would absolutely boost the value of the home, the impression to be probably way more than $1,500. Some laminate floors upstairs and a finished basement. $389. I think if it shows well in person, again, I wish they had done the appliances. The kitchen is such an important room in a home. They're going to do pretty well. I think they're in the zone. So Sloan is $393, a little bit bigger than the previous one. And so again, a long, narrow home, and you've got this wall that most people wish they could just blow right out, and then you've got your eat-in with the kitchen here. So, you know, it's not mind-blowing. I like the floors on the second floor. Again, I would take a whole bunch of them, the Garth model on Kearns, a whole bunch of them before that one in the same price range. Ambrose is $409.9, and it is a semi. It's a Mattamy, and it's a corner. Last one sold on Robson, and they were up in the fours, so these guys are going to do pretty well. Boy, bright windows. It looks like they washed their windows with plutonium or something like that, but all good, you know? I mean, there's townhomes that are actually a little bit smaller than that model that have been selling very close to $4, couple aggressively priced right now. Aird Court, $414. It's a townhouse, and it's a Heathwood, and the Heathwoods have definitely been commanding a premium lately. I don't know. For this price, I mean, you get real close to the detached homes. For me, it's still a townhouse. It's nice, but I just find there's more value elsewhere for the money. Now, there are people who feel differently, and we've seen that from some of the sales. And of course, it's a great looking home. You dress these ones up, and they look terrific. Now, Savaline is a real interesting one. And so what it is you've got, it's a 3-story, it's attached, right? So it's a townhouse, and there's a double car garage in the back, and then you have a deck on top. Excuse me. And I'll show you what I love about this particular model, about 2,200 square feet. And so this playroom, it actually has a small kitchenette, and it's got a bathroom here too. So if you have older relatives, and there's a lot of people that have them, this could be perfect because this is ground level. There's no basement on this one. It's the garage, it's this room, and then you get further into the home, and you've got on the second floor, so this is the walkout to the balcony. You'd think that was the front door if you didn't know the layout of this one. You've got a computer desk, very open concept with the rest of the family room. So you kind of have the office that opens up, and it's just a really nice floor plan. I'm a big fan of this one. You can see that's the best layout that shows everything. Nice gleaming floors. There's your office, there's your family room, there's your kitchen. So you can prepare your meals, you can watch TV, all the rest of it. So very, very nice. Check the virtual tour. I really like that one. I think that we've seen some of these models sell very close to $4, and they weren't nearly as big as this one. So I think they're in the right place. It's just you don't have a backyard. That's one of the things that you have to deal with a home like that. McDuff is $489. It's a Wyndham corner with a finished basement. Just a few steps from the Beatty Library, which is really convenient if you have kids. There's your basement, and then you have a separate living and dining room, which most of the corners have. And then you've got your kitchen, your family room here. So everything looks like it's been designed, taken care of. That's a jacuzzi tub in the master. Really nice. $489. Again, we've seen a big appreciation in these homes. Even in the last week or two, we've seen things really go up. So it's really hard to price these ones, but the arrow is certainly looking like it's going in the positive direction. Rainer Court, $494, 2,237 square feet. It's a Thistle Bay model, hardwood floors, good looking kitchen here, upgraded hood fan, all the rest of it. probably the right range. It looks good to me. And Rayner's good too. There's a park really close by. Bennett Boulevard, this is our listing. It's at $495, 1,900 square feet. You've got 2-car parking in the driveway, 1 and 2. And then you go in the home, hardwood floors all on the main level. And you've got your kitchen here with a little computer desk. And how handy is that? Breakfast area, they got those green apples. You know, we're going to have the green apples. There's your master with the ensuite. It's a 3-bedroom. There's laundry upstairs. That's also a jacuzzi tub right there. Whoops. And another bedroom. Neat dormer effects in these bedrooms too. So you can put a little desk there. There's a lot of uses for that space. Downstairs, fully finished basement. Lots of storage, which sometimes when you have a finished basement, storage can be at a bit of a premium. And the windows are bigger. And then you've got that lot there too. And it's right across from a park. Great location. You can walk to the Catholic Elementary School. It's just down the street. And that is Bennett Boulevard. Very nice. And Izard is at 534, double car garage. And so you go inside the home, and we've got some good looking landscaping, actually a couple shots back there. Kitchen's a little more long and narrow, and then it opens up to a dining room here and then a family room there. I like this floor plan a lot. I think it's nice to have the separate dining room. That little arched way really looks looks nice. And sorry, a little bit sick. And so we've got the rooms upstairs. 534 looks good. It's if I had to guess, maybe 2,200 square feet, but don't quote me on that. I'm just looking at room sizes. So Challenor, 2,301 square feet, 547.9, and not really the best pictures, to be honest. It doesn't wow somebody. It is a good floor plan. I do like the floor plan on this model. Again, we've seen a bit of a kick up in prices on this one here too. And I don't know. It's just here. My computer froze for a second. Yeah, it just doesn't have a lot that really I find you can chew on. Now here's the other thing. 2,300 square feet. So you look here. The approximate square footage, 25 to 3,000. It is 23, so that's the real one. It's Anatomy Plan 6. We have Pringle Boulevard, 549. Not a lot here really to go by. There's hardwood floors on both levels, 2,247 square feet, and 9-foot ceilings. Again, I mean, you'll have to see this. You have to wait for the photos. Diamond is a Plan 7. It's 2,436 square feet. It's Anatomy home. 559. Nice hardwood floors here. Again, I've talked about this. Not my favorite floor plan. I don't like how the rooms kind of spoke out off the kitchen. It's kind of it's not open or closed concept to me. It's a little bit awkward, but it is a popular model. They do definitely sell. They put it as a 5-bedroom, so I guess they've converted one of the rooms upstairs into a bedroom compared to the loft that it usually is. There's a little den on the main floor too, which can come in handy for a home office. Now Woodward is 569, and again, pictures like it's almost like taken from more of a personal camera, like a small power shot or something. That's the view across the street. 569, it's got a finished basement, which I think at this size may prove to be the difference in whether or not they do sell. Bolingbroke is an upland model, which is one of the Anatomy ones where you've got the kind of split level design, and it's at 579, and it's close to the school, so it's definitely close to the Our Lady of Fatima School on Bolingbroke. There is a big park close by too, and you have some nice views of the escarpment because it's on the south side and it kind of faces over some green space. So I do think the view is good here. It looks like there's some hardwood flooring, and they've done some upgraded baseboards, casings, travertine. So it looks like it's got some good upgrades as well. So we'll have a look at that one, see what it looks like. Normally the upland, I mean, I saw a 3-bedroom last year selling in around the 530 range that was in great shape. So we'll see. Again, appreciation across the board, so it's making it very difficult to price these homes because it's almost like each new home is setting a new precedent. Nairn Circles at 650, and so there's some scans from the builder. The big thing that you'd need to know, and you can't read any of that stuff, by the way, so it's kind of pointless to put it on. It is a 5-bedroom. It looks like a Sherwood 6A. And what I like about the Sherwood 6A is that it's got 5 bedrooms upstairs, all of which have a bathroom attached to them. So that's a good thing. Now, what I don't like is laminate floor, because you pay $650 for a home. Give me hardwood. That's what I want. That's what people who buy in this range want. They've done the iron pickets in here. They've done a center island. Walkout and green space in the back is a very good thing. Okay, so on paper this looks good. The only other thing I'd mention to you is that you would have to pay all the closing costs for the builder, and you'd have to do this on a builder form. You're buying directly from the builder, from Green Park. So there's a lot of extra charges there. You have to pay for your warranty, tree planting charge, levies and development fees. There's all these different things, and the builder's contract is not geared in favor of the buyers. So get a good lawyer to look at stuff. Make sure that you have an attentive real estate agent. And this one, you can still bring an agent. It's not like they're closed off from this. You have to just be really careful. I've done a couple of these directly with the builder, and they can take a long time. So Jelinek is at 739, and there's no photos yet. This is a Mattamy. I think it's about 3,200 square feet. I would find it awkward to be able to pull the car in the driveway and then try and corner off and get in the garage. But it does open itself up to a neat little floor plan inside, and it looks like the lot's pie-shaped. It looks like the basement's finished, and it says about 4,100 square feet of space, which is very, very nice too. So for some reason, whenever these models come out, they are just pimped out, awesome looking homes, and this one sounds like it's done very well too. Let's see what happens. I've seen that model without a finished basement on a normal lot sell well up in the 730s too, and that was even probably a year ago. Last listing, actually there's two of them, but they're related to each other. So the new lower baseline is actually going to come right through the property, and so they had to split this in two pieces. This is the 14 acres. It's vacant land. It's at 1.195, and really no house or anything on it. And then you've got this one here on the other part of lower baseline, and it's got a new municipal address, but basically this one's 1.4, and it's got a pretty big home inside. It actually looks like it's in decent shape, and both of these are actually under power of sale. So for whatever reason, the payments have been lacking, and so the bank has said, we're going to sell the property. So it's probably the most expensive bank sale we've seen on Milton Daily Homes. Definitely a lot of inquiries about local areas and how that street repositioning is going to change things. But again, it's there for you, and if you're looking in this range, who knows, it might be a good opportunity. So have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes.